Miller County and City of Gulfport, public hearing for a comprehensive plan update.
All right, so my name is Sheena Stevens, and I'm a planner with the Southwest Georgia Regional Commission. And I'm pretty much your point of contact as we go through this planning process. Now, there's another planner, K.O. Wiley, and then our deputy director, which is Barbara Reddick. So we're kind of a team on all of our components. So let's just get started. I'm just going to go down my list, and then any questions. So what is a comp plan? Our comprehensive plan is a long-range policy document that guides how the community grows and develops over time. On in. It established the shared vision for land use, housing, economic development, infrastructure, and the quality of life. And so we know that Miller County and the city of Crawford have a joint comprehensive plan. And everyone has a copy. Do you need one if you don't? So Doug, where's extra copies for these ladies right here? So that's just for, your benefit. Go look through it as we go through. We're going to go through every element in this comprehensive plan. And the comprehensive plan is important and is required by the Georgia Planning Act and in order to maintain your qualified local government status. And so what does that do? That allows you to receive state funding and grant opportunities. And I'm gonna add a little extra here that's not on my paper, but when a community goes by their comprehensive plan, we consider them Plan First communities and we submit that to DCA. And what's the benefit of being a Plan First community? You can apply for grant opportunities every year versus every other year. And you also get extra points on your grant applications. So it's always a benefit to go by our plans. And because the plans guide local decision-making on zoning, infrastructure, and development, and it aligns community priorities with available resources, supports economic development and housing strategies. So we talked about the legal requirements, the planning process, which is today. This is our initial public hearing, which is our kickoff meeting. Just to let the community know that we're getting started on the plan. And this plan deadline is October the 31st. Okay? So what's included in that planning process is community engagement. And that's through surveys, meeting, outreach, just to gather public input. What does the community want to see? The plan must reflect the community values and priorities. So we're going to do some data analysis. We're going to review population, housing, economic, and once again, land use. So we actually, because it's a full 10-year update, we're going to go through each element of your plan. And when we say element, we're talking about what do you want to see in economic development, transportation, broadband. Once again, land use is always big in housing. All right. We're going to have a SWOT analysis. We want you to identify your strengths, your weaknesses, the opportunities, and your threats. Plan development, we're going to draft policies and goals and strategies to get them done. And then we're going to have a transmittal hearing where we for public review of your draft. And we have to do a public hearing again before we submit it to DCA. So the regional commission does the final review. But in you all case, you all using the regional commission, so I feel like I'm double talking there. But some communities don't use the regional commission, and then they have to send their plan to us to review. And then if we okay it, we send it up to DCA. And then the plan is formally adopted by the local government. And then our projects are carried out through the community work program. And I believe your community work program, page 36. I believe that's, page 36 is Miller County Community Work Program. And then right after that is the city of Crawford. So even though you have a joint plan, your community work programs are separate. And so when we talk about our steering committee, those that are going to help rally up the community and give their input in this process, we do need a steering committee. Your community work program. Every project on your community work program is one of the things that DCA looks at. And so say for instance, you wanted to apply for housing, let's say that, or, housing rehab. We're gonna look at your community work program, is that project listed here? And that pretty much, that says DCA wants to know that the community actually planned for this. And it definitely boosts your score and it helps us write grants easy. We wanna, give money to our communities that are planning. So that's it in a nutshell. Let's see here, and then stakeholders, there include all residents, business communities, elected officials, local organizations, government staff. So we want a mixture of people on the steering committee. We want to really hear what do your community want for this plan. What's the next 10 years look like for Coffee County? So, and that's it. Your input shapes the future of Miller County. I said Coffee. I'm so sorry, y'all.
Miller's, okay.
I always get mixed up. That's the city of Colquitt and Miller County. Your input shapes the future of Miller County. The plan will guide investments and priorities for years, and participation ensures the plans reflect real community needs. So it's not only a requirement, it's just an opportunity to position Miller County for growth and funding. So any questions concerning the comp plan process? I'm so sorry about calling y'all comp plan. No one said anything, no faces turned,
It
nothing.
happens so much, it happens so much, you don't even say.
Oh, it's normal. Oh. I was like, oh, damn it. But any questions concerning that?
You was talking about surveys being done,
Yes.
y'all are gonna be doing the surveys, am I understanding that correctly?
Yes and no. Yes, with you. You know, I'm gonna get involved in every aspect of this plan, whatever you need me to do. Like we said, there's technically, legally, process is 2 public hearings. However, the community can have however many meetings needed. And we're gonna meet with that steering committee for every element. So those surveys, you need to get out and get surveys. We're gonna put it on our site. We can put it on your website. So I'm gonna be involved as much as you would love for me to be involved in your planning process. Did that answer you?
It does,
Okay.
cause I'm new at this, cause I reckon it's every, 10 years?
10 years.
I don't know if anybody else on here's been in one, so, you know,
And then you have an update every 5 years.
right.
That's what. And that's when we look at your community work program. Pretty much that's the part that's updated. Now, I didn't see a section highlighted for housing.
That was the last one we did was that update. This is.
I mean, they don't participate with us.
That's my question.
Who's up to survey?
It's a third party, that survey.
Well, commission, regional commissions, they get paid to do this for.
So what we just said was that you all currently have a housing plan. Housing assessment, and you wanted to add it into your comp plan. Add it into that. Well, at this point, we could just, put it in there at this point, because we're.
And the regional commission does these surveys.
Mm-hmm. So we'll put it up, we'll send it out. So, we do the surveys. You all can do the surveys. It's however you.
We're probably gonna have to push getting people to fill them out.
Yeah, that they need to be as many places as possible, the city website, county website, the Facebook thing.
Is it a door-to-door thing too also?
Yeah.
Like, we would go
Door to
door to door?
door.
We can.
Is it door to door?
Listen, I'm always gonna get excited when you say door to door or getting the community involved.
I go knock.
So, I don't know, don't listen to me. They say,
That's.
I'll have you do a street committee.
I am a
Doing our
door-to-door
comp plan,
girl.
so don't listen to me.
I will go knock.
But we have like the public meetings too though, because we haven't had QR codes in the past to do the update on the original comp plan, we could always have the public meeting, which are very low attendance, but we can have QR codes for surveys. If you want to capture data without having to go.
We can put them up in churches, where people gather the most.
Yeah.
And have them up during the whole process.
And you could have them at the ball fields for all the T-ball stuff and
Yeah.
everything.
Mhm.
Cause I wanna get as many people to fill this thing out as possible.
Yeah,
to
absolutely.
See what the folks are needing.
Are needed, that's it, to assess the need, and
What makes it work.
what's working well as
Right.
well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do they
And
love
you have
about
like
Coffee County?
the
We-
questionnaires and stuff that when you go there, you have like.
Yeah, what all they're saying, they have a QR code and when you
You
take
send
it,
us some
it'll bring
Coffee
up a
County
survey.
money,
on
we'll
your
take
phone, you take it on there.
Oh, there, okay.
That's what Jamie was talking about.
Okay.
I got it now. Let me get it. Okay, sorry.
Okay.
Any more comp plan questions?
So what,
Sounds
do we,
great.
What do
we
we do
now
from
need,
here?
putting together a steering committee, is that what we need to do, our challenge next?
That's your challenge.
And how many on the committee? How many?
Whatever we want, whatever we want.
City and the county? All of us?
Oh, that would be work.
All elected officials in the Chamber of Commerce,
Yeah.
that's who's been being on.
Oh, well, there you go.
That's, you know,
Can we
any
put the school
business
board on, maybe
owners,
superintendent?
superintendents, who's your active nonprofit organizations here? We wanna grab all of those. At least have a representation. Because, here's another thing that most, communities don't realize, is that some of the work that's in your community work program, your nonprofits are doing. And we can check those off as success stories, like this is being done. I think, for example, one community they wanted to plant more trees, but you already they didn't check it off as accomplished because the city didn't do it. However, you had a nonprofit that were planting trees. So when we talk community, we're talking about everyone involved, not just the city.
Everybody who's making it better.
Awesome.
That's it, exactly. So
That sounds great.
that's it. Any more questions? Cause, and make sure that everyone in here signs the sign-in sheet. And I'm going to follow up with an email.
Even us,
Yes, even you.
it's on that.
Yeah, I agree. So if there's no other comp plan meeting question, I do want to let you all know that our transportation director did give you all a current survey that we're having. So the Southwest Georgia Regional Commission is currently developing an individual transit development plan for Miller County and its municipalities. And this effort aims to strengthen coordination and collaboration while supporting local planning and informational needs. So Miller County, its municipalities, and GDOT will be encouraged to use this plan to make future decisions related to rural public transit services. So that's what that survey is about. Yes.
It's kind of misleading because of the process.
So either you can write it in or just go ahead and scan that QR code and complete that survey for us as we're gathering data. And, any questions, reach out to us.
So we can put that on our Facebook and website too,
Mhm.
this will not be your. And character, your
Are you
church
able
is
to-
whatever.
Can you put it on the Facebook page, will they be able to?
Yeah, cause you put this QR code on the Facebook, they can scan it and fill out this survey here on your phone also, correct?
Well, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to actually send you that link
Okay.
because QR codes are for paper.
Mhm.
So they can touch it's not gonna send them to it unless they have a really updated iPhone. iPhone allows you to touch it if it has a QR code to send it, but most people don't have that latest. So I will send the link
Mhm.
and, we'll follow up. I'll send all of this to Mr. Doe.
Okay.
We can print them on our utility bills as well. We send out 1,200 a month, so we can print the QR code on our utility bills.
Yeah. That'd be a good one.
Did you change my
And
video?
the
I
internet.
love that.
The internet needs to, that's 600.
You changed it?
I try to, I do. I want to.
And one last task I'm gonna give you all. Remember I mentioned the community work program before we go? If you take a look at that community work program, anything that you have finished or project you have completed, please let us know. Because those success stories also get sent up to DCA. And they like to hear about what our communities are doing. And who knows, we be called to present or talk about projects. All right, I'm good.
You through with us?
Yes,
All right, thank you.
thank you
so much.
Thank you, ma'am.
Oh, I ain't through with you yet. He's not been.
motion.
Second,
I second.
all in favor? Thank you. Nay, vote.